Let me ask you a question, Noah. Did you think the QB controversy was over?
I think it's nuts that it is week 13. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 8-3. A week and a day ago, we're talking about them being the fourth best team in the NFL, and today we are talking about this. That is my response to that one.
Yeah, well, apparently Aditi Kinkhabwala thinks that the QB controversy isn't over, and it's more than just Justin Fields packages. She hopped on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on Tuesday and stated that she believes Justin Fields could reclaim the starting job for Pittsburgh given the struggles that Russell Wilson has had over the previous couple of weeks. She said, quote, "I think it's totally within the realm of possibility that Justin Fields goes back to being the Steelers starter. The Steelers offense has a lot of warts that have been kind of covered up the last few weeks because of Chris Boswell, who is money as they come, and because of the defense, but they have been absolutely horrific in the red zone, and Russell Wilson is once again taking, and this is verbatim, terrible, terrible, terrible sacks. So 3 terribles in front of the sacks. Is there
Ooh.
actually a quarterback controversy in Pittsburgh? Is there a scenario in which they go back to Justin Fields as the starting quarterback?
Yeah, there's definitely a scenario where the Pittsburgh Steelers go back to Justin Fields as the starting quarterback. Do you want to know what that scenario is?
What
That
is it?
scenario is the week 16, week 17, verge of missing the playoffs, 4 or 5 game losing streak. Pittsburgh Steelers season is done. Russ Wilson decides he ain't it. Calf's hurting a little bit. Justin Fields time. Anything besides that, you could be 8-4, you could be 8-5, you could be 9-5, you could be 10-6. Doesn't matter. If the Steelers are not on the verge of missing the playoffs, there is no quarterback controversy to be talked about. Now, Aditi makes some good points. Russ is definitely taking sacks. The offensive line definitely stinks right now. Those are 2 massive concerns. The red zone offense is atrocious. Wasn't much better with Justin Fields, though. Let's make that a very clear acknowledgement. Everybody just keeps saying, well, it'll be better with Justin. Well, maybe with the Justin packages, but it's not better with Justin. It wasn't that much better with Justin Fields. I don't even know if it technically was. And I think everything before that, especially if you include the penalties that hurt the Pittsburgh Steelers where touchdowns were called back, I'm not totally certain that those numbers aren't pretty equal. I don't agree on that one. When it comes to Justin Fields or to Russell Wilson getting worse, that one's true. Let's not act like it's not true. I mean, Russell Wilson's making some really nice throws and some really good passes. And he won the Washington Commanders game, and he did everything he possibly could against the Ravens. And then he just wasn't enough against the Browns. Let's make that acknowledgement that he has gotten worse. But I think defenses are starting to figure him out more and more as we go along, that, well, Russ is limited in what he can do. Justin's also limited in what he can do. The difference is that Russ, when he's hitting, he's hitting. This offense is unbelievable. And they were unbelievable against not terrible defenses. And that's enough. Now, I'll say this. There probably is a breaking point for the Steelers. I don't think that that breaking point is anywhere close. But I think that if Russ continues to go downhill against good defenses, the Justin Fields packages start to become more utilized, then there's a real conversation to have. But where we sit here right now, I think it is nearly impossible to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to make a quarterback change because, once again, a week ago, we're talking about how Russell Wilson's back, pal. Russell Wilson's got this team cooking. They beat the Washington Commanders, and they're a top 5 football team in the NFL. Old school Seattle Russ is here. He is back. The Pittsburgh Steelers are ready to take this thing as far as they can take this thing. They beat the Baltimore Ravens, and there are a bunch of excuses about why he didn't play well because Lamar also didn't play well. And then you lose to the Browns, which is a game everybody expected them to lose. And all of a sudden, you're just like, oh, okay, well, it's over now. Now he stinks. Now he's over. Now there's nothing worth talking about. I think it's an overreaction once again. This is it's Hot Take Tuesday, man. It's Hot Take Tuesday. And this is once again another situation where, come on, Like, we both know sitting here who the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers is and why they would not make that change.
Yeah, especially coming off of a week where you did lose, but Russell Wilson did throw for 270 yards. Like, he
Yeah,
took
and
bad sacks, and that's not wrong. Like, she's right. He is taking terrible, terrible sacks the last 2 weeks.
agreed.
But the ceiling for this offense has been much higher with Russell Wilson under center than it was with Justin Fields. The floor, I don't think we've seen the floor of either of them to this point. Maybe in the first half of that Indy game, we saw the floor with Justin Fields, but I think what we've seen is the ceiling is higher with Russell Wilson right now in this season. And that's why it's kind of crazy to think that after 1 week where you did lose, but Wilson threw for 270, including a dart that put you up 19-18 with 5 minutes left, that this would actually end up being a conversation.
Yeah, it's just like, if Russell Wilson was the problem, there's a conversation to be had. And there were conversations to be had. Kenny Pickett was part of the problem. Matt Canada was the problem. The offensive line is the problem. The bad defense is the problem. The offensive coordinator is the problem. Mike Tomlin is the problem. Najee Harris just completely disappearing is the problem. Not having a number 2 wide receiver is the problem. There are a lot of problems before you look at Russell Wilson and say, that's it. That's the guy. Bench him. Get him on the bench. It's over. Sorry, pal. Long gone are the days of waiting in long lines at midnight to get the best deals on your favorite things on Black Friday. Now, all you got to do is check out my partners, DraftKings Sportsbook, who have touchdowns on sale all weekend long. Now, that's something to get excited about. Did you think that was it? Well, right now, all new DraftKings customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code ALLSTEELERS. The crown is yours. That's right. Check out the DraftKings Sportsbook app all weekend long to stay up to date on all of the touchdown offers available. And don't forget to stay in on the action and use your $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot on an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code ALLSTEELERS and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code ALLSTEELERS only at DraftKings Sportsbook.